Hey, so what's going on, guys? It's your boy Herb, back again with another video. So today I'm going to be unboxing this Milwaukee M12 FUEL 3/8 inch Stubby Impact Wrench. Product number is 2562-20. I got this at Home Depot. It came with two 3.0 batteries, which I returned because I don't need them. So a hack deal. So after the hack, the price was $199, and after the hack it was like 127 or something, with the batteries being like close to $80 in return. So here's some of these specs. Anvil type 3/8 inch square with friction ring, nut busting torque 550 foot-pounds, fastening torque 400 foot-pounds, RPM 0 to 830 to 0 to 2100, 0 to 3000. So these are the different modes. Level 1 is 0 to 930, level 2 is 0 to 2100, level 3 is 0 to 3000, and the fastening mode or reset mode is 0 to 1300. IPM 0 to 1500, 0 to 3000, 0 to 3300, and 0 to 3300. Length 4.8 inches, and weight 2.2 pounds. So again, this is a tool only. Battery and charger is not included. So this is the best way to get these guys. Yeah, so just concentrate on getting the tool only, because you're going to get a lot of chargers and batteries, and concentrate getting high output 5.0s. Also, if you want a smaller profile, get the high output 2.5s. Is a good choice too. Avoid things like this 4.0s or the 3.0s or the 2.0s. I rarely use these ones. I'd rather have the high output. Maybe for something like a light or something, you could use these, but otherwise, small ones like this, a regular CP 3.0. Just use it for your jacket or something. Heated jacket. All right, so yeah, let's unbox this and get to work. So I'm also going to be comparing the 1/2 inch drive stubby, because a lot of people will be asking what kind of which one should I get, the 1/2 or the 3/8. It really depends on what you want to do and your size restrictions. So I'm going to be doing a lot of measurements today. Be measuring the the height, the width, the size, and I'm going to weigh it and do a lot of measurements with some various sockets. Alright, so let's get into it. So again, I got this at Home Depot, and it came straight from the warehouse, so we get a nice clean seal, and let's open it up. Alright. Okay, so I read online a lot of these guys didn't come in bags or anything. There's no bags or anything. So this is like all I got. There's the stubby. Like, it didn't come with a tag or a catalog either. And the entry for the monthly entry. Alright. And just this. So alright, so here it is. This is a stubby 3/8 inch. So a lot of people complain about the stickers. So my one looks pretty good. It's not off-centered or anything. And this sticker here showing the different modes you can go into. And the serial number and sticker looks good too. So this is, I think it's made in Mexico. Yeah, made in Mexico. And so this is the 1/2, this is the 3/8. So yeah, let's load a battery in and give it a whirl. So alright, easy slide in, and you switch modes by clicking this twice, and it's full battery. So again, this is like level 1. Has different foot-pounds of torque and different RPMs, and then level 2 is a little more. You could hear the sound. This is the max. And then this is like the reset mode where it's gonna, it has like a minimum of 15 or 30 foot-pounds, and it'll refasten things for you, and then you use the torque wrench to put it back on. Let me see the exact, yeah, it's called the auto shut-off mode. So the auto shut-off mode, the tool will drive forward at a reduced RPM until torque is achieved. In reverse, the tool operates full RPM to remove the fastener. Alright? So, auto shut-off mode will turn, you could use it, and it'll turn off once it gets to the torque. Alright, so let's weigh this without the battery and compare it to the one half-inch anvil. Alright, so let's put this on and let's weigh it. So 2 pounds and 2.6 ounces. So in the box, what did it say? How much is it supposed to weigh? Yeah, the box claims 2.2 pounds and 2.26. It's really 2.3, but 2.2. Yeah, 2.26 pounds. So it's pretty light. So let's compare it to the 1/2 inch with. I put a boot on it to keep it safe. So let's weigh the. So the 1/2 inch anvil one is 2.6 pounds. So it's a little heavier. And let's weigh the. Let's weigh it with this small battery. 2.94 pounds. And let's weigh it with the 5.0 high output. 3.14 pounds. 3.15 pounds. Okay. Alright, so yeah. The weight of the 3/8 is obviously less than the 1/2. The 1/2 and the 3/8 have the same power, same nut busting torque. Difference is the sockets and also the size of the. I believe with the 1/2 inch drive, you get more power because the sockets are heavier and thicker. So let's do some measurements. All right, let's measure this because you're always going to be using a 5.0 output battery. You're supposed to be using that one because that's the ideal one for this thing. So this will run about 9 inches in length, and weigh it. Let me not weigh it. Let's measure it. So it's about 9 inches, and this is about 9, about the same height, right? Just the this was about 4 and 4 3/4, almost 5. Yeah, this is about 5. You know, from here it's about 5 too. So let's measure with this. This is probably the best measurement. So this is in inches, I believe. Okay, so let's measure it with this caliper. With the caliper. Alright, in inches. Okay, 4.80 inches. So this is the 1/2 inch stubby. 5.09, 5.10, 5.1 inches. And see, it's much smaller. Not much smaller, about a half a centimeter, about a centimeter smaller. 4.8, and we'll do millimeters. So 122.4 millimeters, and 129.6 millimeters. And let's see if it can go. You can't do it this way. Alright, let's do the width of the 1/2. So 64.5 and 2.54 inches. Let's do it a little more. The thickest sides, 2.62, 2.56. That's with the boot though. So I don't want to take the boot off because it's a pain in the ass to get in. And 2.33, so it's a little smaller and a little shorter on the length. Alright, so with sockets, when you're working on cars, the one you're going to use the most is probably a 10 for various small items. So this is a 10 for a 3/8 inch drive. This is a Milwaukee socket. So I'm going to be comparing Milwaukee with Milwaukee. So this is a 10 millimeter for 1/2 inch drive. And let's load it in. It's a little hard to get in. I just greased these up yesterday too, so whoa, there we go. Alright, so these are the shallow sockets, and let's measure it out. 5.55 inches, 5.50 inches, and 5.84 inches for the shallow socket for a 10. All right, so that's a 10, the 10 challenge, and it's the same foot-pounds, but these sockets, they weigh a little different. They weigh a little. Let's check the weight of these sockets. So this is the 1/2 inch drive, 2.4 ounces, and this is the 1 point. It's like double the weight. So you get more. You're gonna get more power from this. All right. So let's compare. What's this? A 13. So 13 would be like some various, various. Well, let's use this shallow socket. I got this one at Harbor Freight. This is the Quinn. So let's see how much this, what size this would be. This doesn't go all the way in. Okay, so that's all the way in with the 10, and let's use this shallow. So with these shallow ones, the 1/2 inch stubby can get up to 5.54, and compare that to the to this one. About the same, 5.51 with the shallow, and 5.54 with the shallow, the ultra low profile one for the 1/2 inch drive. Okay, so if you're looking to save some space, get the low profile set. I'll leave a link below. Alright, so let's compare the 13s. 13s is I've seen it on the drain bolt, maybe on the some of the doors and stuff, or some other places. So yeah, let's measure this. 3/8 is 1.8, and the 1/2 inch is 2.5. Alright, so let's load these up and take a measurement. Take a measurement. Alright. Hopefully this can get all the way. So 5.51 for the 13. 5.59. And for the 1/2 inch drive would be 5.81. Alright. Okay. let's do another set of let's do the 17s. 17s can be some lug nuts on some European cars like a Mercedes, BMW. Also the on a Toyota or Nissan, the brake calipers are 17. So this is a 17, 2.4 ounces for the 3/8 and 1/2 4.2. So with the thicker and heavier socket, I think you get more power out of it, but who knows. All right, let me load this up. All right, so it's a 17 and 17. All right, let's get this. So 5.59. So I think they're all the same because, yeah, they're all the same size sockets. And this should be 5.8 something. Yeah, 5.81. It's all the same. Well, let's also compare it with the low profile one. This is a low profile Quinn. .56. So almost the same. 5.51 and 5.56. Alright. So the next one would be 21s. 21s would be a popular size for lug nuts for like a Nissan or a Subaru, Toyota. Oh, this is very this is a new socket. I bought it just for this video. So I'm gonna put some grease up in there, and also some grease, just tacky grease along the anvil here, just to make it easier to get it in there. You know. Yeah. Let's put a little more in there. Alright. Let's wet my hands. So at the last parking lot sale, I bought a bunch of shop towels, so I always have some laying around. Alright. And just wipe it off. Wipe my hands off. Alright, so let's get this on. See, as soon as I put the grease on, it was so easy to get on. Alright, so it's a 21. And there's a 21 shallow. Alright. So it should be the same. Yeah, 5.48. And 5.8 for the 21. Alright, so let's do the shallow 21, and I get some grease up in there too. Alright, wipe my hands. I always have some of this tacky grease ever since I found out about it. I always have a whole 5.5 with the shallow. .48. Okay, and I also got this shallow 21. This is a Capricorn, whatever, socket. I just got this too. I'm gonna grease it up, and let's measure this out too. Wow, 5.12. So this is probably the best. Get a shallow one of these guys, impacts, for the 3/8, and you'll save a lot of to see 5.14 compared to this regular socket. 5.48. So yeah, you can see it's like much smaller, the shallow one. So usually when you get an impact socket set, they only go up to 19 for the 3/8. So you'll have to get these. We have to special order these ones, special 21 and over. 20, 21, 24. You can buy them separately, and stuff. So yeah. So my conclusion is, depends what you're working on. Like I'm gonna be doing, tire rotations, brake work. I haven't opened up the. I also have an impact wrench, the right angle one. So I'm gonna be using that for my brakes, but also I'll be using this. So I'm like a tool addict, so I got both. Well, if you can only afford one, I would suggest going with the 1/2 for more power, and also easier socket sets, because when you buy a 1/2 inch drive socket impact socket set, it comes with from size like 8 to like maybe 28 or something, or 27, while a regular 3/8 drive will just go from maybe 6 to 19, and then you're gonna have to buy these separately. And also a lot of lug nuts, like this set from Milwaukee, these non-marring lug nut sets, they only come in a 1/2 inch drive. And if you're gonna be doing tires, it's not gonna fit with this guy. You're gonna have to use an adapter like this, and then you're gonna lose space. So so using adapters no good. I don't like using adapters. So yeah. So my suggestion, get both if you can afford it. If you're just doing tire rotations, use the 1/2. Doing brake work, you get this plus a impact, the right angle impact. This one's kind of like, if you want to do both, you can, but I think it's more limited to 3/8. That's just my own review. People, fanboys of the 3/8 will say the 3/8's better, but I'm partial to the 1/2 drive because of the sockets and the more power with the sockets. Like this is so much more thicker than like a 3/8 one. It'll be thinner. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.